Hi, I'm John Clark. I'm a postural alignment specialist certified by the Egoscue Institute to teach postural therapy. Today, we're going to be reviewing an ecise called static extension position. This is a modification of the static extension ecise that you'd find in many of Pete Egoscue's pain-free books. Okay, so let's get into some modifications of the static extension ecise. I'm not going to show you the static extension ecise myself because, quite frankly, it's a tough one for me to do. Always has been. It causes some pain for me. But this is a great opportunity to show how in postural therapy we have multiple modifications on a number of exercises that we can use to substitute when something is not working for a client. So you can also use this modification if you don't have something of proper height for the static extension exercise. Let me go ahead and show you what the regular static extension looks like, just using a quick picture from Pete Egoscue's book, because you're probably here after finding this book. So you see he's up on that pillow there, on that block. For me, that causes pain in my upper back, pain in my lower back. So what do I do instead? I do an ecise called the static extension position, or I do the static extension on elbows, or static extension position on elbows. So it's the exact same ecise, but I would, instead of starting on a pillow with my legs on a block, I would start kind of in the cats and dogs position with my wrists directly below my shoulders, my knees directly below my hips, my feet relaxed, and from here I'm going to go forward one palm width, and I'm going to let my head rest, let my thoracic spine fall beneath my shoulders, so I'm getting a stretch, having the shoulder blades essentially pushed together. I'm letting my elbow, let me move this out of the way, I'm letting my lower spine relax completely. I'm not, see the difference here? This is like a kind of neutral hip position. I'm not getting any type of stretch in my abdomen. I'm not getting any release or relaxing in the lower back. I want to let that lower back relax, really let the spine, upper spine drop, and I can stay here. And I've put my pelvis into extension, this is what's called here. That's how the lower back is relaxing. And I would hold this for several minutes. Maybe up to 3 minutes if I want to, or I can do it longer. Now another modification here is if I want to get more of how it looks in the book, I can drop to my elbows here. So get my elbows where my hand is. See how my hand is right here, my elbows right here, in line with where my wrist was. And now I can do the same thing. Let those shoulder blades go together, let the back, the upper back and the lower back go into full extension, the pelvis in full extension, and I can even try to pull my shoulders apart here. Well, this one feels really good. I like it a lot. And I'm still getting some of that kind of dropped angle that I would have got in the regular static extension using a block, but I don't have to worry about getting into that position, which is difficult for me, partially probably because of my weight, to be honest. But I can still get a lot of that benefit without any of the pain. Ooh, and that's a really good exercise. When I want to come out of it, I'm going to go up to my wrist first, then I'm going to bring my hands back, and from here I can get up off the ground if I need to, or I can, if you're able to, kind of rock back into what's called, this is a hero's pose, and whew, man, that exercise is just so good for opening up the chest, getting your abdomen to release. It's a great exercise. And this is static extension position, is the first one I did, and then I dropped to static extension position on elbows. And those are two great substitutions for the static extension that you might find in Pete Egoscue's books. If you just can't do that static extension position,